Bem-vindos, pessoal. Começando mais uma live aqui nessa terça-feira. E hoje a gente vai começar jogo novo aqui na live, Chamado de Juazeiro, ou Juarez, não sei. Esse jogo que é antiguíssimo, ele já tem alguns bons anos. Quando que ele é? Call of Juarez? Gunslinger? Olha aí, o jogo é de 2013, ou seja, tem 11 anos? 11 aninhos aí que o jogo foi lançado. E hoje a gente vai começar a jogar ele e ver se ele envelheceu bem. Se ele ainda é um jogão, porque na época que ele foi lançado ele fez um sucesso assim estrondoso. Foi um jogo que foi aclamado por muita gente, que era espetacular. E aí a gente vai tirar a prova agora, porque para variar, como vocês sempre vão ouvir isso aqui, eu comprei o jogo e nunca consegui jogar. Essa é a grande realidade. Mas já está aqui na tela, já fiz as configurações. Áudio vai ser em inglês com legendas em português. Aí nesse jogo já tinha legendas em português em 2013. E é isso, vamos embora pro jogo. Deixa eu trocar minha câmera. Eu vou ajustar ela aqui ao longo da live para ver qual que é a melhor posição. Vou deixar ela aqui no meio por enquanto. Então, partiu, pessoal. Jogar no hard, porque, né? Tomar um aço é comigo mesmo. Lá ele.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
Pera aí, rapidão. Eu tô atrapalhando a legenda aqui, carai. Oh, shit. Aí. Bacalhei a história. Foi mal. Vamos soltar uma Primeiro deixa eu só ajeitar aqui, já que eu caguei a parada mesmo no início. Deixa eu já ajeitar aqui o volume só um ticadinho. E a gente já volta. Começa o jogo.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
coisa aqui, rapidão. Vamos lá ver. Questão do vídeo. Deixa eu precisar disso aqui. Vamos ver se melhora. No need. 0. Ó. Volta pro esconderijo. Caralho, mano, eu tô ficando tonto com essa porra que tá acontecendo, peraí. Aproveitar já. É isso. Depois eu arrumo o mouse e qualquer coisa.
You heard Pat. We need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Estão onde? Estão ali? Desculpa. Então tá. Já me avisou que eu tenho que voltar. Fui pra onde, parceiro? Caralho, você vai pro lugar errado o jogo e a gente volta pra direção. É isso aí. Focado. Encontros. Diminuir essa sensibilidade do mouse aqui. Aí melhorou. Gente, eu sou velho e vesgo.
Who's that?
Is he with us?
Cadê? Oh, baby. Peguei experiência matando os caras, subindo de nível e ganhando habilidade extra.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit! They're coming from the
I
rear!
decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Caralho,
We have one behind us! Stay on it! Covering fire!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
deixa o jogo. O negócio é intenso.
You think you can kill me too? I'll do you myself!
Você tá onde, meu consagrado?
You ain't going nowhere!
Nossa,
Watch out! He's one of them! God damn it, he's right behind us!
vamos aumentar as habilidades. Esse é o tutorial. Gunslinger, Dual Wheeling, Ranger, Trapper. Ah. Iron Sights, Slow Time. Take your time and name. Vou experimentar isso aqui. Essa corujinha. Pronto. Tem os pontos disponíveis.
Where the hell's Garrett? Never around when you need it. Come on.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Shit.
I'm putting you down.
Camarada tá onde? Agora eu te vi. Porra. Ó, cara, velho. Tá de sacanagem. Ajustar volume.
I've got this.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Malevolente, você viu? Esquiva? Ó. Isso que eu tô falando, filho. Que perigote, filho. Eu dei rolê com bem daqui.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps, or sod busters, or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Too damn close.
Caralho, isso aqui tá muito bom, cara. Ai, que delícia. Delícia, cara.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots.
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Consigo subir escadas? Consigo. Como que você sabe que vai ter aqui, né, cara? Ranger. Engraver Ranger. Thick shoe. Ok, faz sentido.
Watch your flank.
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Peraí, foi mal, hein? Foi mal. Tinha que fazer o teste. Fazer o teste pra ver se dá pra explodir a galinha. Se eu achar um segredo lá, pode ser que tenha um segredo aqui, não é verdade?
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Vou tirar. Entendi. Vamos entrar na casa.
And like that,
You'll
I was
all be
inside,
dead, you
none the
bastards!
worse for wear.
Velho
Deader
Oeste.
than a rat in a trap!
Atira primeiro e pergunta
I
depois.
passed Dirty Dave.
You're done. How about that? Huh? You like that?
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
E ó, segredo. Segredinho. Fica esperto, tem mais segredo aqui. The Kid.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth dead or alive back. I can keep this up all day. Take that cowboy! Where the hell
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Fine. Where'd he come from?
Show do headshot.
Shoot that bastard! He can't take us all on!
Show do headshot, parceiro. O bicho tá pegando aqui. Ei, eu não posso usar nada não. Truth Seeking. Nuggets of Truth. Prefiro os segredos. Achievement porque a gente é fominha e gosta de... Foca.
You won't get away with this! You or me!
Cadê esse cara, velho?
cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Nossa, eu ainda tomei.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silence, ma'am. Now, where was I?
Gente, quase que eu morri aqui de graça.
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna gut you like a fish!
Vai o quê, irmão? Vai fazer nada não.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Orgulhoso,
You
bonito.
challenged him to a showdown.
Irmão frouxo.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Keep your enemy in focus. Melhorou quando seu oponente alcançar a arma. Saque a sua arma. Mire com o botãozinho e depois tire. Oi! Eu apertei ao contrário. Olha lá. Ajudou. Negócio que depende de reação, eu vou me fuder, viu? Já tô vendo. Uai! Uai! Já foi. Porra, ou eu foco na mira ou eu foco na mão do cara. Pera aí, vou lá. É o quê? Como é que é? Pera aí. Não, é. Tá de sacanagem comigo? Tá, então é só apertar 2 vezes. Então eu aperto 2 vezes, é isso. Tá. Uai, ô produção, ô Ubisoft. Ubisoft, que é isso aí? Não é assim não? Aí, o que eu faço? Eu não consigo tirar mais rápido que ele? Ou eu esquivo? Eu consigo esquivar?
And that you killed
Agora
her
foi.
in a fair fight.
Is that what that penny dreadful says? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Porra, vacilo, rapaz. Eu vou sofrer com essa porra de joelho. Ah, segredo.
Stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Ah, tem pontos. Pontos disponíveis. Zoom adicional, lógico. Para quem não enxerga qualquer coisa, é bem-vinda. Vambora, próxima missão. Caralho, que jogo legal.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Ô, louco.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
O Billy frenético
He
aí.
shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Opa, chavinha.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Sim, senhora, sim, senhora. Tem um segredinho aqui, hein? Segredinho, Brasil. Ih, parceiro. Lamparina pegando fogo.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Gostei, 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 gostei.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy? Son of a bitch shot Jim Bell!
Hell yeah. That scattergun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids' escape raised a huge ruckus.
Caraca, meu irmão, gostei.
Put down your weapon!
Olha.
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away! Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell did the kid escape? Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far! Gotta be around this fire!
E aí?
Billy broke out of jail!
Violence is not the answer.
A resposta é sim, moça.
Like that, sucker!
Eita, o que aconteceu? aqui.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Bernie, get you!
Quietinho, quietinho, no sapatinho. O que tá acontecendo, hein?
You! But hell if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Nothing but a coward. Stop him! Don't let him get away! We're gonna be
They're
deep
shooting
shit
in the
with that.
street!
Get out here!
Nossa,
It's
mas
you
eu...
or me!
Pera aí, eu tô tomando tanto tiro que eu não faço ideia de onde tá vindo. Tá vindo de onde, hein? Daqui de cima.
I got this! Get your headstone!
There's children here.
We're gonna be in deep shit with
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
You're dead!
Eu acho que não.
Show yourself!
Olha a musiquinha, velho.
Hey, I'll flank you!
Oh,
You won't get away with this! What? Can't hear you! Run! Can't hide forever! I don't get paid enough for this! Surrender yourself!
Consigo passar por aqui? Não. Ih, rapaz. Cadê a entrada? Cadê o cavalo? Ah, tem uma escada aqui.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbag.
Daqui eu vou pra onde? Não, não deu certo. Porra, e aí? Claramente não é pra ali, eu já sei onde é que é. Dando mole pra caralho. É aqui, papi.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Agora é o grande dilema. Pera aí. Dilema. Silver shotgun. Eu não tô usando o build shotgun, então eu vou ter que trocar. Troquei. Te adorei, shotgun. Até demais, incrível.
Beef him!
Respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Haha, você viu isso aqui?
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down.
Caralho, eu tô ficando bom
He
nisso
was
aqui.
already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Cadê?
Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Kill him!
Cadê que eu tô tomando pipoca igual doido aqui?
Stop him! Don't let him get away!
Mais alguém, mais alguém? Porra.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back. We can take him.
Te vi, agora eu te vi, pô.
Kill him.
Long shot.
Stop him.
Headshot, long shot. É isso. É
You
isso.
won't get away with this. Can't hide forever. Don't let him get away. You'll die for this, you hear me?
You hear me?
Give it up.
Nossa senhora.
Get the women off the street.
Yeah, boy.
How the hell did he get away? Leave him to me.
Quem mais? Quem mais? O sol tá quente. O negócio tá até balançando.
I'm here.
Ah, eu te vi também, é.
Don't let him get away. Leave him to me.
Que combo, hein? Que combo. Rapaz, esse combo foi suculento. Belezinha.
I'm putting you down.
Onde? Onde?
Come out, you yellow bastard.
Hã? Shotgun.
Let's do this. We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Cadê? Isso é muito doido, velho. Isso é muito legal.
Had enough?
Hello. O chapeuzinho. Oh, tem alguma coisa aqui? Algo pra nós.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Rapaz, dei a volta na cidade.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
When you hear what beat, you can draw your gun first. You know,
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Só dois? Tudo bem. Depois eu acho o resto.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Sensacional. Eu tô nessa build mesmo, vamos continuar firme.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Where's he going?
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Mais gente aqui?
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
Nossa senhora, é muito tiro que os caras me deram. Pera aí. Peguei o cara. O rádio é rádio.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Caralho, velho. Infinito. Que é isso? E agora?
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Porra. Caralho, essa
Hard to hit a moving target.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was at me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
O quê? Eu morri como? Corre, mano.
Nowhere to run.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Where's he gonna run to now?
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Goddamn.
Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Where's he going? I hate fucking running.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Pô, mas aí como é que eu consigo pegar a parada? Assim. Sem se machucar, né? Mean as hell. Old man's lantern.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!"
E morreu.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
E agora, meu Brasil? E agora, gente, me ajuda. Ó. Nossa, eu vou morrer muito, velho.
Most everyone thought it was the Juarez who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
You can't hide from dynamite. I need our good men, you kill it.
Ixi, que loucura. Onde eu tô? Onde eu tô?
Try me instead, you coward! I still have all my fingers! I don't know how you lived this long. Stop your hiding from me! You want stupid stupid! Dynamite! Shit! Wait! Goddamn book! No! Look at you, you yellow belly hiding! Snap, sucker! Would you just die? Well, that was unpleasant. What I ever do to you? I don't know how you lived this long.
Aí acertei, parceiro.
Do I gotta reload again? Oh, damn! You want stupid zombie? Dynamite! Show yourself! Shit! No! I'll blow you right out of there! Wait! Damn boat! Would you just die? Damn contraption, damn the shit! What I ever do to you?
Mas que isso, agora ele tá... Ah, tá explicado.
I don't know how you lived this long. Hey, let's see what you made up for. Damn. You want stupid something?
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Faltou um, hein? Caraca, mas o negócio é extremamente frenético. Depois eu tenho que entender como é que faz isso com calma. Mas que joguinho da hora, viu? Puta merda. Maravilhoso. Estou encantado com esse Sunset Riders.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
Sunset Riders.
I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Somebody killed him!
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Kill that stupid son of a bitch! Kill that stupid son of a bitch!
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I'm in you! That's it for you! Done with you!
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
I'm putting you down! Time to die!
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal?
Being low.
Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Sir, I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Se ele tá falando, quem sou eu pra negar, rapaz? Caraca, essa serra parece alguém vivendo.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Come on out, you yellow bastard. Time to die. Kill him already. You bastard! Sorry, son of a bitch! You know you can't. I'm gonna shoot you! There he is. You won't need it back. Boy, you are shit out of luck. Here I do now. Come on, smoke that some bitch. Oh, now. In for the kill. Damn it. Blame him.
Carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Poderia ter feito isso. Mas não disse, na verdade.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Considere a feita. Mas bobo, ninguém quer saber de furo não.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Takes a shot before he takes a shot. Muito bom, cara.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil! You working for Take him money for that! Let's see what you got!
foi, parceiro?
Got a lot of sense showing up here all by your lonesome. You asshole! Hope you made your peace, brother. You can't hide forever, boy. This ain't the way to die. A bottle! You're going to the gates of hell.
Mais um.
Come out wherever you are. God damn you!
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Eita, lá vamos nós.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Ué, por que não saiu? Fiz direitinho, parceiro.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Nossa, que violento. Pera aí, esses duelos são terríveis, velho, pra mim.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Ó, double kill.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Porra! Como é que é? Eu tenho que ficar pra lá e pra cá? Rápido não é.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Aí, boa.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
É, essa parada é difícil pra
Doc
caceta.
Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Caralho, meu irmão, essa prosa de faroeste é muito maneira. Let's go.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, and Samuel Colt made them equal.
It's you!
Eu não sei de onde tá vendo, cara. Isso é uma mentira, que ali eu acertei. Então tá. Eu sei onde você tá, parceiro. Agora eu sei onde você tá. Filho da tua. Deixa eu subir. Deixa eu subir. Existe morte por stealth? Quietinho, quietinho. Tem uns stealth aqui, rapaz.
Who the hell is that then? Don't let him get a shot up!
Ok, matei quem tava me matando. Sobrou foi nada pra contar a história.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
You're dead!
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Caraca, mané. muito equipar coisa aqui, cara.
Charlie Crow, blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Posso subir por aqui?
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Dangerous, desperate individuals. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
You can't beat the innocents. God damn, that was loud. Plummer wants that asshole dead.
I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish. Seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere.
Watch out for the goddamn gunpowder. Must be about
One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing? No. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Oh,
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
caralho, ainda tem muito explosivo ali, velho. Oh. Tô sério. Vamos lá. Alguma coisa aqui dentro? Não.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Eita.
Put that moron out of his misery.
Eu sou obrigado.
This is our goal now.
Vambora.
You can't beat the innocents. Now you're really pissing me off. You can run, but you can't hide forever. Time to die.
Eu ou você, meu camarada?
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
Catch him in the...
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Get out here!
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
You ain't beefing me. Show yourself, coward! I will drop you down a mine shaft. I do not deserve to die like this. You must be about out of bullets.
Preciso me preocupar? Não. Acredito que não.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
Fez boom mesmo. A gente tem que fazer isso pelo menos uma vez, né, cara?
Time to blow your shit up.
Não, cara.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Amigo. Sério?
I do not deserve to die like this.
Eu quero ir embora.
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
É. Incapacitado, porque, porra.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
O quê? O quê? Muito pouco, cara. A gente sai correndo.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just honest, but clearly insane.
God.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Caralho, que maravilhoso, sério.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. You must be about out of bullets. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
Ah, tirou onda, parceiro.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Aqui eu não sei direito. Tem um nugget por aqui. Peraí, cadê esse nugget? Onde tá, cara?
You're done. Get out here. Die.
Cara, eu só quero ver onde é que tá. Deixa eu ver onde é que tá. Achou.
I'm putting you down.
Tá bom, mas pelo menos eu vi o nugget, tudo certo.
But first, I would have to make a choice.
Tá ali, ó.
Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Know this guy?
Aí não, cara.
You ain't beefing me.
Viu? É só pegar o segredo, cara. Que interessa. Oi, gente, tudo bem com vocês? Vocês não parecem bem. E agora? Vou pra onde?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
Eu nem vi de onde veio.
Point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Beleza. Por aqui. Não é uma boa. Vai vir um boss aí.
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. This thing is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
What do you think you're doing? for you today. I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out. Middle ain't that sucker. That's right. Run!
Ah não, Harry Plummer, sério?
How you like that? You can shoot, but can you aim? Keep pissing me off. See what it gets you. No blood money for you today.
Porra, velho. Ô, Harry Plummer, você tá de sacanagem comigo?
You're gonna need a dustpan to pick you. I can shoot too. I'm going all medieval on your ass. You ain't taking me. Boy, just kill him. You can shoot, but can you aim? That's this, you son of a bitch! Why don't you just join the circus? No blood money for you today! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! Nice shot! Bet you can't shoot again! I can shoot too! Lucky shot! I'm going all medieval on your ass! You are really chapping my ass! Catch this, you son of a bitch! You ain't taking me! Got you, morons! You can shoot, but can you aim?
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Caraca, mano, pesado. Quase que eu fui pra vala.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley. Can't get a shot at it.
You're dead.
I thought the Texas Rangers got hardened.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. I'm freezing my giblets off.
Ain't right, we gotta stay out here keeping watch like that. Damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
You bastard! Can't believe you did this!
Nossa,
You just dodged a damn bullet? Ventilate that son!
de onde que veio?
Better 3 hours early than a minute too late.
Shoot that son of a bitch! Get away with that!
Que isso, aquele cara é invisível. A bala. Eu vou trocar de arma.
Show 'em how to die! Come on! Kill him! Someone's coming for him! Stop that sumbitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Nice.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Aí. Mais um nível. Excelente.
Before I could test my mettle against Harden, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
God damn him!
think I already mentioned that I found Harding in this very saloon.
You better hide! Did that asshole just kill Red?
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
You can't hide from me!
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Hold still! You can run, but you can't hide! You ain't shit! You think you can kill me?
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Nossa, eu vou morrer muito agora. Lá vai ele. Matou um homem por roncar.
I felt a
e
bolt of
40 mais por
adrenaline.
respirar.
Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Porra, também tenho certeza, caramba. Como é que eu vou ganhar desse cara? Mas pera aí. E agora, o que eu faço? Pera aí, eu desviei, ele atirou com a direita, eu desviei pra esquerda, não deu certo não. Nossa senhora, isso vai ser complicado esse cara. Caralho, velho. E lá vamos nós.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Entendi. As minhas balas passaram vazado, é? Vamos lá. Agora eu entendi. Aí não, meu parceiro. Aí esse negócio da velocidade tá me arregaçando, velho. Vamos lá, de novo. Isso foi nada. Não aconteceu, foi nada. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Ai, caralho. Eu apertei. Nossa, que patifaria, velho.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
Deu certo?
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life.
Caralho.
Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Qual é, Ben? E aí? Porra, difícil isso aí.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
The Red Man.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Dança com os renegados.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger. as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
O lindo Silas tá por fora, viu? Porra. Parecendo um personagem do Star Wars,
They saw me before I saw them.
Caraca, mané, que violência! Que isso, parceiro? Quero trocar pra arma certa, né?
They saw me before I saw them.
Parabéns, parabéns, me fuzilaram. Cheio de bala.
They saw me before I saw them.
Mas aí você tá sacanagem comigo.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down. It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Tá indo bem, tá indo bem.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
E aí, meu querido, você quer que eu... Ah, tá. Bem que ricocheteou na pedra, senão ia ter tomado.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Isso aqui foi impressionante, rapaz. Fast for rate.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
Aí é na água mesmo? Sério?
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Você viu? Dei 2 tiros no cara, passou direto.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Temos pontos de habilidade.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering white water river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Leap of Faith não foi Leap of nada, né, velho?
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
Aí veio do mato. Tinha do mato, não consigo ver não, velho.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them. And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
O Wolf tá foda me mandando essa gangue. Tá louco.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Drogas.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem, might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Dalton Brothers. Pode ser isso.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Bora.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
Shoot him, Emmett!
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew them. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Hey, he got us a hero. Put some holes in him!
A secret nearby.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, It was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait for some bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Caralho, a escada
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Opa, opa, travei.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
Oh, asshole just killed Red? You can run, but you can't hide forever. Murderer!
You're a goner!
Come on, kill him! Over there!
That's Silas Greaves!
What the hell?
Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
You down.
Virei errado. Virei errado, parceiro.
Over there!
That's Silas Greaves!
What the hell?
Silas Greaves. And when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Ai, cara, ele é muito bom isso.
It was early evening, not high noon. I was late to the party, and Coffeyville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
The leader, the lover, the loser.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. They still had friends in Coffeyville.
Assholes get away with this. Now you're in trouble.
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
He's a cold-blooded killer.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, since those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Get away with this.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape.
Oh, Eu pensei que não ia me acertar, rapaz. Madeirada.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
You messed with the wrong damn Dalton. You are dead, law dog. I'll blow your damn head clean off! I'm gonna
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Que maravilhoso, sério.
We'll get those suckers!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this!
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody. Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Porra, os caras tão foda aqui, mano.
Point being, I was under serious attack. And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Somebody kill that sumbitch! I'm sending you to hell! That's it for you!
Eu acho que não.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view. But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve?
Qual é esse tio?
So I just started walking, and pretty soon...
Oh,
Porra, esse tio tá demais, hein, velho.
oh.
Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
There were Indians?
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son of a bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son of a bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansas breed like rabbits. Or Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Bury him in the swamp! Can't beat us all! Kill that goddamn bounty hunter! You're a dead man! What are you gonna do? Keep you This is too good for us. Now you're in trouble.
Vamos upar.
those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern-wheeler or a side-wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces. Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
I'm gonna shoot you dead!
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Rule the day!
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck. pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
Imprevisível, hein? Porra, Silas.
The Daltons had played me
Not so
like a
tough after
fiddle.
all, is it?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys.
What? What?
But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Captain us all!
Bob and Grat weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Aí, palhaço, palhaço, palhaço.
They got it wrong. A
Foda-se.
sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds.
Não importa é
Paroled
matar, cara.
14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers. My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Impressionante.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains.
Só que aí isso vai ficar para outro dia, outra live, a gente continua. Mas, rapaz, que jogão, bicho. Que jogão. Puta merda. Que jogo da hora, cara. Tem essa estética que lembra Borderlands, né? Eles são... O primeiro Borderlands acho que é dessa época também. Se eu não me engano. Se não me falha a memória. Mas espetacular, cara. Direto ao ponto, bicho pegando, pau torando. Dificuldade relativamente boa pela quantidade de vezes que eu morri. Maravilhoso. E por hoje é só, pessoal. Próxima live tem mais. Quinta-feira agora é live de lutinha, joguinho de luta. Tem que continuar a saga do aprender a jogar jogo de luta com Tekken. Mas terça-feira tem mais. Chamado de Juarez. Pra gente continuar essas aventuras e ver quanto tempo demora pra terminar o jogo. Então é isso. Valeu, falou!